We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit. Bring it!
There's still a lot of room for improvement.
Bring it.
How's it going? Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grading commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
6 points.
What? Oh,
That's 6 out of 100.
what?
You say you're a connoisseur. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat.
Aww.
Me next, me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons
So you went.
Aww.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last...
8 points.
darn.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one a...
What? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can really taste the grace of this.
Hey, you made that last
Well, it looks like I lost fair and...
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves
Chef Escoffier,
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest.
And you think you're up...
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let...
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. The fact is,
Firma, have you even set...
I... Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to...
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday!
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then I will...
Dad, talk to me.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you...
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. But anyway, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escaffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with...
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it! In the trash!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again! Do it again! Do it again!
Every time you remake...
Either straighten yourself out, or get...
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me...
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Fiamma? You weren't, and even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove—
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as— Maybe Savannah was right.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in—
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's...
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's...
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... Well...
You do this for us?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like—
I know, but it's alright. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways...
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing...
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward.
Yeah! Feast! Feast! Feast!
Alright, if you insist. Then prepare for some of the finest food of your lot. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Why, Savannah? Why? Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even lit. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely... yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all we were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is... I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured. Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy. Even as the latter was unlikely, it's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Count me in!
Oh, how many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see.
Oh! Oh!
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Boer! Tout sweet!
Let's finish this fast.
Oh, brilliant! All right. This one's got your name on it. Hey there!
I will. Stand down.
Ah. The show begins!
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Ad Astra Abbot.
क्या अकेले नहीं है अकेले नहीं है वही से चिकन
अरे बेटा हम गए वॉक चिकन के लिए कौन बोला एंड यू गाइस एक्सपेक्टिंग जो जैसे 9 बजे चिकन लेके आने वाला है चिकन तो पहले ही आता है हमेशा
हम खाना नहीं बनाया है
मेरा खाना कि नहीं
अभी का नहीं बनाया है
मेरा खाना
only yours दाल बन गया and आलू भुजिया बन गया चावल नहीं बना है normally your rice to manage make it I don't know how to make it you are hungry now what is manage and who put the this chicken life it out you may wisdom my life stop